Well, howdy everybody. How's everybody doing today? This is your friendly neighborhood Chef Shade Tree coming at you. Well, I wanted to do a video about this car. It's a 1979 Indy 500 pace car based off the Mustang Fox body platform. I wanted to give a little in-depth, video about the Fox body Mustang, how it come about, and why they had the Indy 500 pace car. So I'm going to do this video. I don't know if I'm going to do it very good or not. I want to try to get as much detailed information as I can. So this is going to be a different video from what I usually do. So bear with me and see what happens here. See if I do any good with this. But anyways, I think it was 1976 is what they say. 76, Ford decided to go a different route with the Mustang. So they did some design concepts for the new style Mustang. And I've got some pictures of a design that they had in 1976, and I'll show it to you real quick. So right there is the design concept that they had in 76. You can see an early, circa 1976 design drawing into what was called the Mustang 3, hence the M3 right there. Destination on the lower front door corner. As you can read up through here, that's what they decided to do. Go ahead and redesign the Mustang this way. Well, there was a guy by the name of Jack Telnick that designed this car. He was over in Ford Europe. He worked for Ford Europe as a designer over there in Europe, and they wanted to bring a Ford Euro styling into the Mustang platform. And the Mustang platform, it was a European style platform known as the Fox. Hence, the Fox body Mustang. And they want to base it off the German Audi Fox. So that's what their benchmark was set to replicate the German Audi. So that's what they wanted to do. That's the concept they come up with. So in 1977, I think it was, Indianapolis 500 Motor Speedway decided, okay, we want you guys to design concepts for a pace car for your 79 Mustang. So I'll show you the concept that they had for the 79 pace car. So right here are drawings and concepts that they had for the Mustang. As you can see, this is in November 1977. The design staff at Ford Design Center in Dearborn was given the task of developing a design concept for the Indy 500 pace car based on the 79 Mustang. Like I said, so that was in November 77. They made these sketch drawings of what they wanted the pace car to be looked at as. So, let me get to this. So the Fox platform was developed then, and the very first cars to have the Fox platform was in 1978. They brought the Fox platform out in 1978 with the Ford Fairmont and the Mercury Zephyr. That's the first cars that had the Fox platform. So then the next car to come out with platform was the Mustang in 1979. And it brought a lot of attention and brought a lot of, hype for the new Mustang platform. And in doing so, Ford produced, hold on here, let me get this. They produced 369,936 Fox body cars. And out of those 300,000, 156,666 were two-door notchbacks. 120,535 were three-door hatchbacks. 56,351 were Ghia notchbacks, two doors. And 36,384 were three-door hatchback Ghias. So that was another design option that they had, was the Ghia. So in saying that, Ford produced 3 Fox body Mustangs as for initial pace cars. There were 3 initial pace cars. The initial pace cars were fitted with a 302 automatic with T-tops. They wanted to put T-tops in the car, to pace the 500. Those were the only 3 cars built with T-tops that year. Was the 3 pace cars, the original pace cars for the track. So I know on doing this is last weekend was the Indianapolis 500. I should have done this last weekend to commemorate the Mustang as the pace car, for the Indy 500. Now this was Ford's Mustang 15th anniversary. That's the reason why they brought the Fox platform out, and they got designated for the Indy pace car in '79. The race was ran May the 27th, 1979, and Jackie Stewart got to drive the car of the race. So Jackie Stewart was one of Ford's big race guys, and he drove ran Ford motors in his race cars. He was a Formula One racer, and he got to drive the Mustang for the Indianapolis 500. So, and saying all this too, now Ford wanted to build some replicas of the pace cars. Like I said, 3 originals were designated to pace the race. I should say this real quick before I do this, say anything more else about what were the motors that were in the pace cars. Now, Jack Roush was he was the engine builder that built the engines for the 3 original pace cars. Now, Jack Roush, what he did was he took. I need to read this stuff up here real quick. Hold on, bear with me real quick. I gotta find this stuff out. Where'd I see this at? Okay, here it is. Now, here I'm gonna read this out of this book now. Okay. 3 specifically or specially prepared. Hold on. Let me get this out right. Let's just look at the book. Let's look at the book and let's read it from here in the book. If we can get a focus in on it. There we go. 3 specially prepared cars were used at the Indy as pace and parade vehicles. These 3 cars were fitted with T-tops by Cars and Concepts. Engine-wise, the 5.0-liter V8s were used, but with modifications. A Holly from a 73 Ford was used on an aluminum high-rise intake manifold and a chrome air cleaner from a 74 Ford police car. Internally, 71 351 Windsor heads with 184-inch intake and 154 exhaust valves were used, along with 69 Boss 302 connecting rods and a forged steel crankshaft. The rest of the valve train included 289 Hypo valve springs and 1970 Boss 302 solid lifter camshaft. Pistons were forged aluminum TRW with Speed Pro rings. Roush Industries put the engines together. All 3 cars used a modified C4 transmission. And you can see here, pace car driven duties by the Indy 500 by Ford Performance spokesman Jackie Stewart. Well, I should show you some what the pace car actually looked like. There's some pictures of what the pace car looked like, and the stickers are on it. Now, they say that the stickers, these stripes here, the stripe on the hood, and the Mustang was factory installed, and the stickers on the side, well, this was factory installed too. The racing ponies on the side were factory installed too. Now, this lettering here, and this piece here, and there's one on this backside corner too, same as what this one is, was thrown in a box in the car, and that was up to the owner of the car to either put them on, have the dealer put it on, or them put it on themselves. Just them stickers right there. The rest is all factory installed. So I thought I'd throw that in here real quick. Now here is an interior. That is a factory interior for a pace car. You got the Recaro seats. There is a Indianapolis 500 badge right here, and also come with these Marshall fog lights. Oh, And another thing, all factory pace cars come with a sunroof. As you can see right there, all pace car replicas came standard with a removable sunroof. Okay, now, in saying all this, now Ford produced 10,000. I gotta get this back up again. Oh, shoot. Boy, I wish I need to do this more better for you guys so I can do. Hold on. Okay, I need to have somebody do some cue cards for me or something so I can do this stuff properly. But anyways, I'm doing this the best I can. In on saying in this, Ford produced 10,478 replica Mustangs, pace cars. Now there's two different assembly plants that the pace cars, that Mustangs were actually built at. They're produced and assembled in Dearborn or San Jose. So there was two plants that built these Mustangs. So between the two plants, there was, hold on. Yeah, I need cards for this. Okay, the Dearborn assembly plant produced 7,634 of these replica cars. Is this thing focused? I don't know. But the San Jose assembly plant produced 2,844 of the Indy pace cars. Now, to really designate to know if this is a true pace car or not, you can paint up a pace car, you can paint a Fox body to look like a pace car, but to really truly identify a pace car, you got to identify the numbers and everything that's on the car itself. So the only way you can really designate to know that this is a true pace car is in the identification number. Now, I gotta get this. Let me hold on a minute. So right there's the ID number. So in the ID number, your first digit is a 9, which is the model year number. Okay, last digit of the model year, 979. The next digit is F, which is assembly plant Dearborn. R is San Jose. The body style 03, which this is 03. 03, which is a 3-door hatchback, which this is. The engine code, which is W. W is for the 2.3 liter turbo motor. Now they had two different options on these pace cars. The 5 liter V8 with 140 horsepower or the 2.3 turbo with 131 horsepower. So this particular car here is a turbo motor car. And a consecutive number is the next 6 digits. Now this car here, every single pace car with the first 4 numbers of 48 are pace cars. So it has to have 48 as the first 2 digits of the car consecutive numbers. So that designates the pace cars. And then you got your consecutive number cars. This particular car is number 3,999 of the run of pace cars. So, now, get back to another thing I was going to say about the pace car here. Okay, let's get back into this. I want to say that of the 10,478 pace cars built, 2,402 were produced with a 5 liter V8 with a 4-speed transmission, and 2,103 were produced with the 5 liter automatic with an automatic C4 transmission, and then 5,970 were produced with the 4-cylinder 2.3 4-cylinder turbo car motor. So there's 5,970 of these replicas as a Turbo 4. Okay. Now, what else do I want to say? Oh, you saw the interior. What the interior? As you've seen, I had different seats in this car, but the back seats were original. I do have an original front seat of this car. And right there it is. That is an original Recaro seat for a pace car. You know it is a Recaro because you got the Recaro down here at the bottom, right there. So I do have, that's the passenger seat right there. I do have the driver's seat also for this car. So that what's really pretty much dictates what a pace car is. Another thing about finding out if your pace car is a pace car or not is on the door sticker here on the side. You got a paint code. Let's focus in on this. Can we get a focus? There we go. You got a paint code right here, 1E. 1E dictates the pewter paint. Then you got the body code, molding code, and all this other stuff. It's got AC. Axle 7. This rear axle for a turbo 4-cylinder had a 345 gear rear end in it. So, yeah, this door sags a little bit, so I gotta lift it up to shut it. Oh, well, another thing about these is got this leather wrapped steering wheel. This is a 3-spoke design, leather wrapped steering wheel. That was another. You could get, there was options for these pace cars, and that was standard right there. Another thing you can find, hold on. Right there's the little badge for the Indianapolis 500 on the dashboard, right there. And right there's the turbocharge badge right there. All pace cars come with black interior. So this has got the black door panels and all black inside. As you can see, there's the original pace car back seat too. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this on this review of the Indianapolis pace car. Like I said, Indianapolis 500 was this last weekend. I wish I would have done this, to commemorate the Mustang as being a pace car of 1979, driven by Jackie Stewart that year. The production numbers of the car that was produced for Mustang. And I'm not a high production thing. I wish I had like cue cards or somebody to help me with the production of this, but I did the best I could. I hope I gave you guys enough information about this, and hope you guys enjoyed it. So that's the history of the pace car, which I own one of them. As you can see by the numbers and everything, it is a true pace car. I got one of 78. Some people get that mixed around. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll catch you guys next one, and thanks for always watching.